So we have a lady in the house again today. We have the pleasure of having a lady as a guest today, and her name is Nandi Tshifularo, all the way from Umlazi in Durban. And she's a singer slash songwriter, and she also, has done some important work in corporate. I would say she's a bit of both. She's a creative, and she's a bit of a corporate lady at the same time. And she has worked with the likes of DJ Chase. So DJ Chase was a guest recently on the show. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to chatting to Nandi about her music, you know. Um, so yeah, on the road, ladies and gents, Nandi, welcome. Okay. Hello.
Hi, Andile. How are you?
I'm awesome. I'm awesome. Wena.
No, nami ngiyaphila. Also awesome. Goodness.
Yeah, man. I noticed that you've been tuning in every day for the interviews, so I
Yes, taking
appreciate it.
notes. Taking notes, eh? Preparation,
Yeah, no,
preparation.
it's a chilled vibe, and it's a chilled interview where we just chat,
Uh-huh.
nothing hectic.
Oh, okay. If you say so. That was my observation as well. Ngibone kanjalo. So it's all good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So you're also from Umlazi, Durban, ne? So I wanna
Yes.
know
And you
how was it
said,
like? How was it like, growing up in Durban and Umlazi?
it's the best childhood anybody can ask for. I mean, I loved it. Ukhule Umlazi. Umlazi is actually a very vibey township.
Mm,
I'm sure you can tell with all the music that's coming out of KZN, actually, at this
mm,
time. It seems to be quite the season, hey?
mm.
Man, kwakumnandi kakhulu. I felt safe, I felt loved, all of it. And I have such fond memories. And also, sengikhathele ile lockdown. Like, I'm so homesick right now. But,
Mm.
I'm going to hang in there a little bit and not go without like really, really good reason to see the people back home. But yeah, no, I'm homesick. I miss my hood. Khona manje.
Yeah, no, and it's a crazy vibe there. I was there a few years ago, in Umlazi actually, and
Ah,
I remember, yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time. The people there, are really vibey. So yeah,
uh-huh.
shout out to Umlazi. I hope I go back soon. So
And you said all the way.
you also you are into radio as well. You're a radio presenter as well. So you are multi-talented. So just tell me about your radio journey.
Well, I'm not currently on radio, but it's been really fantastic. Very grateful. So, how radio happened was I actually started back in varsity. I went to the
Mhm.
University of Natal. It's now called University of KZN. And there was a radio station, Durban Youth Radio. Tried it out, loved it, but because it was a campus radio station, transmitter would always blow. You're on air this week, the next week you're not on air, so it kind of fizzled out. But
Yeah.
when I was already working actually. I decided to give radio another bash. Started out community radio, so that's always a very good training ground. Community anything if you can do it, and from there it just progressed into commercial. There was actually a talent show, a talent contest when they look for
Yeah,
talent
talent
contest,
show.
right?
Yeah, talent show. Yeah, yeah,
Yes. So it was for 94.7.
yeah.
And so they took a few of us to kind of try out if you manage on air. And I ended up doing traffic there a little bit later on, but it opened a lot of
Mm,
doors in the way of commercial radio. And that's really been quite quite a ride. I enjoy radio so much.
Mm-hmm. And obviously that led to now you doing voiceover work as well. People don't realize that, you know, voiceover work is actually like a real thing. Can you just touch a
Yeah.
bit on that?
Yes, it's a jobby job. Yes, you know, I think when you're in that radio space, voiceover work makes so much sense. And I also enjoy, you know, there's a performance element to it. There's an acting element to voiceover work. So it's a lot of fun. And I mean, it's a bit vain, but it's nice hearing your voice in an advert, just like out of nowhere. I know, it's a bit vain, but yeah.
It's not. I think it's amazing.
I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
So, you know, in between that, you know, obviously you are obviously a creative, right? You know, because you know, you are into radio, you know, you do voiceover work, and then, you know, you also do music, right? So my question is, just give me a timeline because I'm trying to understand. Okay, cool. Now you're like, okay, cool. I'm doing radio, and I know also you know you work as a marketing specialist and PR and all that stuff, and then you also do music. So just give me the timeline of like how did you now transition from that and then getting into music?
You know, yeah, this is always awkward, but because I've had a long life, that's why it's awkward. Not a lot of people my age are kind of like starting out with music. So I've had a long life, and some dala, if I have to put it that way. You
Oh,
know?
really? No, but you don't
Yes.
look.
Oh, thank you. You're very diplomatic. But yeah, I've had a long life and I've had really amazing opportunities to be able to do different things at different times in my life. Um, but it's balanced out. And everything I realize has kind of led me to umculo. It was never like really seriously on my radar. Umculo. I've always liked music. I've always liked the idea of singing, but you know, in a cutesy kind of way, not like anything serious. But now I'm deadly serious about it. um, but yeah, it's been a long life. That's the only way I can explain to you how I've done the things that you've mentioned in the time that I've had.
But
Makes
obviously,
sense.
you know, I hear, yes, it does make sense. But obviously, you can sing. I mean, you didn't. Okay, rather, let me just pose the question. When did you realize that, okay, actually, I have a voice and I can sing?
Well, I think you know, typical umntwana waselokishini, you sing in the choir esikoleni, a little bit enkonzweni, talent contests, and just even singing along to other people's music. You realize, oh, okay, not too shabby, hey Nige. And other people also give you like feedback. But I think there was a time in my life where I was doing things, pursuing certain things, and they're kind of like not working out. It was just a weird space. And then I was like, what is it that I need to be doing? Because this path doesn't feel right. So music had been in the background. And I think now it was like kind of coming forward as a calling, if you will. So I decided to explore. And I guess the exploration has led us to where we are now, where we find ourselves.
Okay.
So, yeah. Does that answer you,
No, no,
Charles?
no, no, no. You were still saying.
Okay, so it's been on and off rocky, like everybody's journey and a lot of things in life. It's been quite a long road with many twists and turns. But finally found the destination, and here we are with better love, house music, and just really enjoying every moment.
You know, before you drop Better Love, you released a song. Is it 2013, right?
Uh, 2015. Yeah.
2015, my bad.
Right.
Yeah, tell me about like your first official release.
First official?
Release, like the first time you put a song out professionally, like, you know, how was that like for you?
The song was called Move It, another house song. It's really insane because, like as I mentioned, I found music quite later in my life. So it hadn't been like a lifelong dream or anything like that. So it was really insane that I could record a song and like in such a short space of time have it played on the radio, released, and it's awesome. I was really grateful for that opportunity. um, you know, it really makes you realize ukuthi, like ukucula, performing, it has a life of its own. You do what you got to do. You sing, you record it, and then you release it. And kwenzeka leyo nto ekumele yenzeke about umsebenzi wakho. But it's really a blessing, and I'm very grateful that I had that opportunity, and I'm continuing to have opportunities to release music.
Why house music though? You know, with your voice, you know, you could have done neo soul or I don't know, R&B or something, but you decided to do house music. Why?
You know, I always say I feel like house music chose me. Yeah, it's getting a bit corny, but it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
Mm-hmm.
truth. I think there was a time where I thought because of Afropop, because I think that's the genre that like really when you talk about maybe my influences and you know, who you look up to, groups like Malika and Mafikizolo, I really, 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 really liked what they were doing. And I thought, if I ever, you know, become a singer, I think this is it. But things didn't go that way. You know, I was presented with another direction. And I thought, you know what? Why not? Got nothing to lose. I'm exploring. I need so Sizama Logo, Sizama Logia, and then we'll see. And I really fell in love with the music, and continue to fall in love with it every day. So I'm super, super happy that I chose this route, and this route chose me.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I was listening and watching, you know, the Better Love music video, and you know, it gave me like those Chicago vibes, you know, and a bit of Monique Bingham. You know, there's a very like that soulful, you know, that retro soulful Chicago house music, you know, and I
Yeah.
was like, yo, this is so dope. So why did you go that route when we are in the times of Amapiano and you know all that stuff?
You know, it's funny because Better Love is not a recent song. That's the truth. We recorded it in 2015, then we touched it up and
Wow.
the release. So it was there. It was locked down. Didn't have to go to studio. So that's honestly how that came about. And you know, if you're afraid to take risks, like we artistry, nakumculo in sometimes you've just got to do it and see how it pans out. And into my then okay, that didn't work. Asenze loku-ke manje. So that's how I really approached things. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted. I don't know if you heard that, but
No, I heard the phone. Is that a phone? Was that a telecom? But it's fine, man. I
hey,
mean, we're at home.
Asiega Angela, I shouldn't have even mentioned it. As Kubeg.
Okay.
uh, uh. Did I
No,
answer you?
yes, no, you were just saying, yeah, you did actually, because you said you recorded the song in 2015, and you know you were just taking a risk, and you know it's about artistry and put the music out there. Okay, I completely get it. So now my question now is like, obviously moving forward, you know, we see what's popping out there. Amapiano is popping, and there's like obviously commercial music. Are you looking at doing anything like that?
At this point, not immediately, I would say. But I mean, Amapiano is doing amazing things, and it might be a miss not to experiment, but I don't know. I don't know. Time will tell. Time will tell. Yeah.
And I noticed that, you know, DJ Chase was in the music video. So does this mean that you guys are working together? Who are some of the producers that you work with?
Well, at this point, I've worked with DJ Chase. We are looking at collaboration on one of the songs that we're working on now. God, that's still, yeah, well, yeah. But when the time is right for you to know, of course you will.
Okay. No, I have one more question for you. Ne? We are in April now. 2021 is going by very, very quickly. So I know obviously, you're pushing, your latest single, but and obviously, what can, people expect? What are you projecting for the rest of the year?
For the rest of the year is really to release the body of work that we're working on now. So more house tunes, and to really see how that goes. I'm a patient person in some respects. So kuzobonakala. And although challenging at this time, getting out there and performing my music, also doing online virtual performances, that's all in the works. But no, we're taking it easy and gradually. Sibone ukuthi, kuhamba kanjani.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, well said, and thank you so much for your time. We love your music. Please keep doing more. And yeah, man, I'm just inspired to just, because sometimes as people, and I don't know if you can relate, like as artists or as people, we have the imposter syndrome when you want to do other stuff, and then you're like, ish, I don't know, if I should, but you're doing it, and it's inspiring for me. So thank you so much for that, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's a very, very kind thing to say. And, thank you for what you're doing as well. So congratulations on what you're doing here and putting us on. And I wish you much success.
Thank you, Siabonga. And to everybody that tuned in, thank you so much. If you just joined, this interview will be available on my timeline. It's also going to be available on thejournalistdj.com. Have a good night, and yeah, get that call.
Thanks, Andile.
Bye.
Yes.